Let's now apply the zoom in technique. So we will see each word and single phrase here now, and we will try to find out how figurative language has been used to create certain atmosphere in the text. So all she could hear was laughter. It enveloped her like a swirling breeze dancing down the green valley playfully, touching everything in its path. So all she could hear was laughter. Now this is a woman or a girl who could hear laughter. It enveloped her. Do you know, as you know, the meaning of envelop, it's something that covers something else. You can put a piece of paper into an envelope, okay? Now it enveloped her. It is referring back to the laughter. How laughter could envelop somebody. It's the metaphorical use of this word. The way envelope covers everything, this laughter, a symbol of happiness and joy, covers her. And envelope also has a sense of protection. So the joy and pleasure and happiness gives you protection, gives you strength and energy for life. So like a swirling breeze, so like the word like is giving us a hint that there is a simile being used, like a swirling breeze dancing down a green valley, playfully touching everything in its path. Now the first thing, the simile, swirling breeze, dancing. Now how they have shown the swirling breeze, the wind, the breeze that is dancing down through a valley playfully, like carefree. It gives a sense of being carefree. So it gives a very lighter tone. The way wind moves or breeze moves, dancing downwardly through the valley and touching everything that comes in its path. In the same way, this simile gives a connection, creates a link between the laughter that enveloped her and that swirling breeze, the way it moves. So laughter also moves around, it keeps spreading, it covers her the way a swirling breeze goes, and it touches everything that comes in its path. So it's the idea that this joy covers everyone there. So this is creating the atmosphere of extreme joy and happiness when the family was reunited. So she could feel her heart. This could be in very easy and plain language as well. You know, it could be made very simple that everybody was laughing and they were all happy, they got united and blah blah blah. But no, the writer to improve its effect, to create strong effect of the feelings of extreme pleasure and joy and happiness, they have used all these techniques, the simile. And then there is also personification. You know, the breeze cannot dance. So when the breeze is moving, it's dancing is a human trait. Okay, so they have personified breeze here to show that it was moving just carefree, in a very carefree situation, in calm and in a very lighter tone. She could feel her heart lifting and found herself smiling at the sight in front of her. Her family together again after such a long and painful separation. Now these people were not together, but separation, how it can be painful. It doesn't cause a literal pain or physical pain in the body. So the word again is not being used in the literal sense, but the word painful as an adjective to show this separation, to show the extreme pain, the extreme feeling of weariness, worry and despair and grief and sadness, to show how very unhappy they were. To show this, they have used the word painful here. And then love radiated from every face. You know, love cannot radiate from someone's face. So why writer has used these words? By the facial expression, the energy of love and emotions on the face. To exaggerate this situation, they use this metaphor of radiation, but actually, literally, love cannot radiate from someone's face. So it's a figurative use of this word. As they laughed and hugged and twirled one another around. So, like radiations come from surface or from a machine or from from something. So how love can radiate? So it is, enhancing. It is making the situation, the feeling of happiness is more intense. So this is how different words, figurative language, other language and literary techniques are used to create certain effect. Now you can understand that there is a feeling of extreme joy and pleasure because family got reunited. So when we zoom out, just read it, we feel that everyone is happy. But when we zoom in and see little words and literary techniques being used there, we can explain it better and we can understand the deeper effect of the language choices that writers make. But how you have to make it into your exam? If you just write there is metaphor and simile and this or that, there are no marks for that. There are no marks in exam for identifying the language or literary technique being used. But in exam, what is required is that how you explain the effect, how you explain that what impression it creates, how you can relate it, how you can explain the use of simile and metaphor and what effect is it creating or any other language or literary technique. So you need to understand how language is used to create atmosphere and setting, and how emotive language is used, and how language is used to express emotions, how it is used to describe feelings, how it is used to describe characters and people, what is connotation, different shades of meaning, weaker and the most intense and least intense, and all these things. So it's a wide topic. When you have all these things in your mind and a sentence or a word comes in exam, you have just to think about that onion method and iceberg method and zoom in and zoom out method to analyze all this in your mind. But when it comes to writing the answer, you should be very careful not writing too general things like they were happy or that, like it makes the reader want to keep on reading like that. Don't do those things. Write specific things by doing zoom in technique, applying zoom in technique. Explore the devices, but you have to explain the effect that it creates. You have to finally conclude what atmosphere it's creating and use the best words. There is a separate vocabulary file that I have shared with you to write your best answers. Okay?